Everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing our final episode for the series in Descenders. Because yes, today we are doing the 5th Bikeout course, probably one of the more latest Bikeout courses we have. And I mean, unless Descenders does bring in more courses, this will most likely be the final episode. So, let's get straight to it. And funny enough, this is one of the only courses I have not completed just yet. I've only done halfway of the course. Let's get straight to it in our first person view. Now let me say this course is going to be probably one of the more difficult courses out there because it does have a lot of different aspects into it. So we got this one part with the rollers, pretty straightforward, kind of. It's kind of a reminder of Bikeout 4 with the final stretch of the course. So once you get over here, you just gotta make sure you get a good jump. There we go. Now this can get a few players confused if we don't get the right timing. Let's just wait for that. There we go. And we just messed that up completely. I think we'll get to the end here. Ooh, close. There we go. And final bit. Straightforward. Now this is one of the most difficult parts for this is you have to use some parts of the bicycle. So you gotta do a wheelie here. If you don't complete it of a wheelie, you will get killed instantly. And this has to be a stoppy as well, so just kind of stop. It's very difficult actually. Try it again. It is very difficult. I think the best way to really do it is to jump, then do a wheelie. Well, stoppy, I mean. That is literally one of the best ways I can see it being done. It is very difficult. And we are messing up quite a lot because it is hard to keep a good control to it. Don't know how we got killed twice. There we go. Very difficult. And there are a few more of those, as you can see right above us. So let's go to the next part. Now this one has these pads. Now the pads are very difficult because you gotta get the right timing of it. And I think we're stuck. Let's just try to see if we can do it without really messing up too much. And you can't even really jump much because it will just bellow you instantly. There we go. You just gotta get the right timing. That's about it. Now this is interesting. So you gotta wait for a platform. You gotta jump accordingly. And we just failed that. No, we did not save it. Okay, well, let's just go full speed here. Not really. Let's maybe just give it a little bit of time. Damn. I actually don't check. Damn. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't believe we didn't put a checkpoint down. Let's just make sure we do put one before we get on the platform. There we go. So that's the worst case for us. And okay. So this one I've definitely seen other players struggle with because obviously you gotta time it perfectly. It's not the most easiest. Shoot. Yeah, we messed that up instantly. So I think best for this part of the Bikeout 5 is to just try to stay in the middle. Just so you can have more room to maneuver. And then we come all the way to this side. No, we just barely made it. Let's try that again. So jump. Go this side. Jump. Jump. And keep it. There we go. No, we don't even have a checkpoint. This game is deciding to hate us today. It's fine. We gotta learn. We gotta learn. I mean, who knows? We might actually try redo the series eventually, just to see if we can get a proper speed run. But yeah, no, this is pretty darn difficult. Okay. One more. And I'm just gonna make sure I put a checkpoint somewhere for over here. So this is what I'm talking about. You have to do a wheelie right here without touching. And also you gotta try and control the wheelie. We did a front flip. So this can be very tough for a lot of players. I have done some other courses where they teach you how to do wheelies. And obviously, if you do more of the Sanders, you know you'll eventually learn how to do wheelie. But it's very difficult because you got the downhill, and then it's just, yeah, you just get stuck. I think there's another player next to us. No. Damn. Yeah, no. It's just mostly when you land here. I think you can keep it up and pull a bit more. That might be the strat. That actually might be the strat. Now, I'll definitely say this episode was probably one of the biggest ones I've been fearing the most for the series. Because before I decided to even start the series, I was thinking, if I had to do this series, it's going to be extremely tough with the Bikeout 5. And this is the reason why. Come on, come on. No! We should have put a checkpoint, actually. I'm just scared to not, you know, wheelie enough. Maybe that's the issue. I'm trying over wheelie. Yeah, no, we're struggling. We are struggling. No, no. This is like the longest wheelie I've ever done. Ah, damn. Nope. This is extremely tough. Things you gotta basically jump when you get to the ramp. And you gotta like hook it in a way. And that's the tricky part. We have to try to hook it. Let's see. Yeah, now this is probably gonna be the toughest parts, is doing the wheelie and the stoppie. Because there's another point coming up soon for the stoppie, which is even more difficult. No, we went back. Okay. Yeah. Damn. At this point, I might even try edit all the fails just to kind of save you all the time. Unless you guys enjoy watching me get tortured, then I might just leave it in. Come on, there we go. That took us so many attempts. Okay, so this part is a bit difficult. Ooh, okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put checkpoints on each platform. Wait for it to spin, because I know so many people have messed up with this in the past. You basically just gotta get the right timing. Okay, well, it's just maybe. So you gotta actually just hook the front wheel onto the ledge. We are just bouncing. This game is bugging out with this new Bikeout course. Yeah, no. Damn. No ways. Okay, well. Oh, just. I mean, this should be easy. Okay, maybe not. There we go. Just finished. Now, this is the part that I've not completed. And there's a reason. So for this, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Jump, do a stoppie, jump, do a stoppie. I think that's gonna be the best way to really do it. Because you gotta make sure you don't touch the back wheel, even though if you made it to the end. Yeah, no. I had a feeling. Yeah, no, it's gonna be the toughest part is just to do some of these parts. Because if I look this way, I think there's another one. Again, I haven't completed this, so I'm not even sure what to expect at the later stages. Damn. Damn it. Yeah, no. It's mostly jumping onto the next platform that we're struggling with. It's either we overly going or we are just getting the worst timing. By the way, this is probably going to be the longest episode. Just saying. Because I'm already looking at the recording time. It's already a decent length. Can I maybe just go a bit back? I think we might need a bit more of a run up. Or, here's an attempt. Let's just put a checkpoint there. Let's see, can we just jump it? Nope. I was gonna say, can we just, you know, fully jump it if we go back enough? Whoever made this from Descenders, you know how to torture every single player that is trying to do this. Because I've seen so many players join and leave. Which is funny enough, just torture. So shows you how many people are trying to attempt this. I mean, if you are watching this, I do recommend to try attempt it. It is very difficult. If you do attempt it, let me know your best time. Definitely. That would definitely be a good motivation for anyone that might be struggling with this. Damn. Yeah, no, this is gonna be probably the longest episodes. No. I don't think I've actually ever completed this part when I first attempted it. I legit think we were stuck on this for a solid 20 minutes when I was just, you know, doing free play. And I was just not even going to try to attempt it. Let's see, we got to do like a half jump. That doesn't, you know, do too much in some scenarios. No. I wish we could just put a checkpoint, but we can't. We have to, unfortunately, be standing to even put a checkpoint down. So let's see. And this is definitely so tricky. I'm gonna lose my mind after this video. Like, best way to end off this series is literally me losing my mind on this final Bikeout course. That is if Descenders doesn't release another course. Yeah, no, we're jumping a bit too forward when we get to the next part. Because we're getting this first part a bit easier now. But it is tough. It is very tough. No. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I'm actually, at this point, thinking, should we even do this episode? It's so annoying with the stoppy. But I guess there is someone that definitely, few players probably completed this already. Yeesh. Okay, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly have a water break at this point. Just because it's so darn difficult to actually complete this. So, a little water break. Okay, we're refreshed. Let's do it. Just imagine it's like the Red Bull like ads. Drink your drink and then you just complete it. That would actually be kind of funny. Come on. Why do you have to be so difficult? What'd be worse is if we make it and then we don't put a checkpoint down and then we just restart all the way back here. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna just attempt again to see if we can just jump it. Yeah, no. Come on. We made it once, but we fortunately flopped it at the very end. Yeah, now we're just struggling. We are just struggling. I mean, if you're still watching this video, by the way, do consider subscribing. It does help out the channel a lot. This is going to be definitely the longest in this video I've ever done. Come on. No ways. It's like we're landing it, but then we lose it. There we go. Thank goodness. I don't want to mess up. Please don't mess up. Oh, we gotta do a wheelie here. So that means we gotta land and then just try. What would be worse is if there's a part where we just have to do a stoppy the whole time. They want us to also jump at a certain point. This is actually legit probably one of the most difficult parts. The most difficult courses. Is that a stoppy? No way is that a stoppy at the very end. At this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this. We'll give it a few attempts. If I can't make it, we might have to call it as the most difficult courses that I can't even complete. Because I'm definitely going to say this, the Sanders definitely made this the most difficult courses out in, just in general. Come on. It's just so hard to make sure we don't mess it up because it's a wheelie. It's a wheelie. Everyone's gonna struggle with it. Yeah, nope. Come on, can do it. Come on. How did they expect us to actually complete this? That's my main question. Because I'm looking at the other parts. Once you get past this, there's another stoppy. Then it looks like to be standard platforms. Then it looks like it's a wheelie, stoppy, wheelie. Nah. Whoever is the dev for Bikeout that made this course, you are evil. I'm just gonna say it right now. You're evil. Yeah, no. I think we have to call it. I don't think I'll make it. I think this is gonna be the one Bikeout course that I can't complete. But otherwise, that's gonna be it for the series. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be at the point where we can complete this. It's just so difficult. But thank you for everyone that joined the series. I do appreciate it. And I mean, maybe we'll do another series very soon, very similar. But I also do hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Peace out as always, and have a great day onwards. Bye.